You know, the local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
You know, I was pretty happy with that one Gerbils the other night.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
That was a good pizza.
Yeah.
Fat wallets and empty hearts. Which,
empty hearts.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, yeah, if you're interested in supporting not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch, you know.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod.
Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell.
Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers.
Let's go.
Probably Dave Grohl, because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
what's up, everyone? You are tuned in to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 710. On this episode, we are going to be talking to Matt Muckle, who is Pittsburgh legend. Is that the word I want to use? Well known in the Pittsburgh scene, and a new member of Kingdom Come. We'll get to that in a moment. At the top of the show, you heard from A Common Crown and their song Cry. We heard Skell, Suicide Eyes, and Theriaca, Souvenirs. And that's the heaviest we're going to be tonight. But we'll get to that in a moment. And with me now is Matt. What's up, Matt?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not too much. I was giving Matt a flyby. We run in a lot of the same circles, but it never talked before.
Now we are.
Yeah.
We're like best friends now.
So way back in 1995, 96, I built my first band website, and it was for the band Hybrid. And Matt Franny was the drummer in that band, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him.
Yeah, Matt's a great guy, great player. Yeah, good people.
And Matt was on that track, the very first track tonight, which was "Cry" from A Common Crown, and we will hear from him a little later with the Borstal Boys song too. So, hey, so Kingdom Come. You were telling me off the air some stuff that we are not going to get too deep into, but I did want to make sure that anyone who wasn't familiar knows the band was formed in 1987 in Hamburg, Germany. Lenny Wolf was the lead singer, and he pulled the band together. Danny Stag, who is from Pittsburgh and was supposed to be here with us tonight, but unfortunately cannot be, was an original member, and he's in the band now. The current lineup has 3 original members and a new singer and new drummer, which is Matt. And there's some shows coming up.
There are shows coming up, and we're super excited. It's going to be March 15th at the Lamp Theater in Irwin, Pennsylvania. And then the next night is going to be in Cleveland, Ohio at the Mercury Music Lounge. I always get that confused with the Mercury Cafe in New York City. I want to say Mercury Cafe because I played here so many times. And but it's Mercury Music Lounge in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. So we're excited about those shows. We're rehearsing right now. We started rehearsing back in August. And in search of, a new frontman. And we auditioned a bunch of guys, and we found some great singers and maybe some that weren't so great, and like it usually goes. So we've been working a little bit to get this up and going, and so we found a new guy. He's amazing. His name is Zeke. Zeke Kaplan, and he's from LA. And 29-year-old kid, man. It's like John Corabi on like Hooligan's Holiday meets Tom Kiefer, and he plays rhythm guitar, and he's just an animal, And there's no one will ever replace Lenny because he was the best singer to me as a kid. When I had Kingdom Come on my post, like on my walls, on posters on walls, I just knew he was special, man. I knew that dude was no joke. I mean, I think he's one of the best rock singers ever walked on stage, in my opinion. So, but this new dude is killing it. We're super excited, and we're ready to go. Play some shows, do some touring.
So the band members are kind of spread out, right? We have Zeke and
LA, Florida, Pittsburgh.
And it was kind of like I was looking at Wikipedia was my friend today. There have been quite a few members with it not being consistent lineup. There have been members from Italy and Germany and the US and all over the place.
Yeah.
And I'm sure even like everyone's in the US now, but I'm sure getting together is still tough.
Yeah. Well, it can be trying. However, we have like 4 people that want to do this, or 5, and really want to do this and really want to make it happen again. And so the band is stronger than ever. I mean, it sounds like an ensemble rebel force. It is monstrous. It's heavy. And, with young blood in the band, and it's kicking ass, man. We're super excited about it. There has been a ton of members. I think it's was Lenny trying to rejuvenate and resurrect the band several times. And it never really came to fruition and came to any type of, great success as big as it was back in 88 to about 91, 92. We're ready to do it again. We're excited. Everyone's, sober and ready to go and ready to win, right?
Nice. Yeah. So Doc Rock is saying what's up to you from Metal Shop 101 on Music
Nice.
412.
Doc Rock.
And about 25 other radio stations.
Hey. Good to see radio stations, man. Playing stuff's getting better. I'm hearing a lot of great music, new music stuff going on. It just sounds great. Some of the new stuff is awesome.
Well, here let's get an idea of what you listen to before we take our first break in about 4 minutes. So you guys decide to let me drive your tour bus here in the U.S. What am I going to be playing in between gigs while we're traveling?
Well, it's going to be very strange. You're going to hear Bitches Brew from Miles Davis to Metallica to Steier. I mean, you're going to have. I'm a yacht rock fan. I'm just telling you, I really am. I'm Steve Gadd and Jeff Porcaro. No one really knows that I can play different styles other than like cock rock and beat the drums like a Neanderthal. But I come from a different background from like old funk and R&B stuff as a young child. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Kiss. I'm a big fan of Foo Fighters, Motley Crue, Van Halen, and my 2 favorite bands are Beatles and Zeppelin. So yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of Beatles, a lot of Zeppelin. Which by the way, we will be doing. We are embracing our roots. We are going to play probably a Jimi Hendrix song or so, and or 2, and a Zeppelin song or so. So we're in our set. So we're excited, man. So the eclectic listening spectrum it's a massive array of all kinds of stuff. But for me, I am a rocker. I mean, if I'm going to listen to stuff, I'm going to listen to, I love old Van Halen. That's my thing, and Zeppelin. And Beatles, I'm like a has-been. I like old man rock. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I was going to tell you that I would enjoy what we were listening to. That's kind of where I am too. I do get a lot of new music doing this, and I'd say 95% of it, I'm like, this is cool. Not all of it.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to be in this position. And in fact, the next song that we're going to play here shortly, I'll give it a little bit of information about it. And you're going to probably know this name. We have a brand new unreleased track from Bill Toms and Hard Rain.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to play it exclusively until its release date of April 5th. Okay. So anyone that wants to hear new Bill Toms, it's only here.
It's on 412, baby.
That's right.
Right.
Rocky said to tell you nice wood panels.
Tell him I need them painted. He can come over. I love rock. by the way. I'll do anything for he and Vinny are like, they're my brothers, man. You know, I played in Torn and Fray with those guys for a good year and a half, and we were out with you know, different doing like quite a few like opening slots they got with Buck Cherry and whatnot. So we were, you know, we had a good time. You know,
very cool.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's take a moment and listen to that Bill Tom's track, and we'll be right back.
This is Bill Tom's 412.
Bill Tom's and Hard Rain. I fulfilled my dream.
Let's check that out.
When it comes to hot rock and metal, the blast furnace still burns with Doc Rock on Metal Shop 101. Join host Doc Rock on his mission to get the best heavy music in the Burgh spread across the world. Featuring artists from Pittsburgh's own rock scene, Metal Shop 101 is dedicated to giving local and unsigned bands the airplay they deserve. Catch new shows live every Monday and Wednesday on Music from the 412. Explore the underground of Pittsburgh with John Ballistic's Underground Jukebox. Tune in Thursdays at 8 as radio host John Ballistic dredges the Three Rivers and beyond to bring in the best music you've probably never heard. With a focus on regional rockers old and new, the Jukebox shares music from unknown musicians of varying locales and genres to the Burgh and beyond. Catch the latest shows on Music from the 412 or on demand on Roku.
Okay, so we are back. That was the brand new track, I Fulfilled My Dream by Bill Toms and Hard Rain. Those of you checking us out live on the video side, you got to see commercials for Metal Shop 101 and John Ballistic's Underground Jukebox, which are both on the radio station at musicfrom412.com. Wow, let me try that again. Musicfromthe412.com/radio.
Yeah, that's our
one. So I'm going to ask you what's quickly becoming like the second official Build the Scene question. And that's, what's the best pizza you've had because you're a musician? So you have to tell me a story that goes along with when you had the pizza.
Oh, well, man, you know, well, the best pizza in town here, I mean, there's three places, and fat kids know pizza. So, you know, so anyway, Fury's, well, the Minio's is just not because it is the best pizza in town. And then Fury's and then Beto's. Now, do I have any funny stories about pizza? Like, I don't know.
I mean, do you have you any recording sessions where you were eating the pizza, or before or after a gig, or at a gig? You know.
Funny stories, any kind of stories, eating pizza. I don't remember. I don't know. Oh, you know, I think we shared a. Well, you know, I think the last time I had Minio's is with Scott Blasey for the Clarks. I just produced his new single, which goes to radio at the end of this month. So we grabbed Fiore's that day. I'm sorry, because Fiore's is right down the street on from the studio in Dormont. So that was excellent pizza that day. It was, when you get it fresh, it's awesome. So
wait, before you go any further, you need to drop the studio name.
Oh, Hollywood Studios.
There you go.
Hollywood Studios over in Dormont. Matt Vaughn owns it, and I produce and write for all the bands that mostly come in there. I traffic most of the people that come in and record, and I do all my production there. Yeah, and when I cut drum tracks for people around the world or whatever, I cut them there and I send them out. You know, pretty amazing place. Go check it out. So anyway, yeah, a lot of pizza's been eaten in that studio. So yeah, it's definitely been Fury's because it's so close, but not because it is probably one of the best pizza places. Beto's is down the hill, but it's just not as good as Fury's, you know. Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you the actual official question. I may even tell a little bit of the story to go with it. So the question is, who's your Dave Grohl? And the way it came about was, anytime I'm on YouTube, there's a Foo Fighters video or Dave Grohl's video in that run of what's going to play next. No matter what I search, I could search how to fix a part on my car, and there's Dave Grohl. So what I mean by the question, though, is the Foo Fighters are known for bringing people up out of the stands to let them play a song with them. So who would you want to go up on stage with and play one of their songs? besides Kingdom Come?
Van Halen. Van Halen, with or without. I mean, with Eddie, of course. Led Zeppelin. I mean, I know these bands are gone, but I mean, what would be better than playing for Led Zeppelin or Van Halen, or the Beatles? Why not? Foo Fighters. Why not the Foo? I mean, the Foo Fighters actually, when rock and roll was killed, in my opinion, in like 92, 91, 92, when I was in high school, I watched the nastiness of big rock and roll get squashed, and guys with dirty cardigans and heroin addiction become rock stars. And I just wanted to go take their lunch money and beat them up. I was like, dude, I don't dig you. I don't like, wash your hair, do something. Don't do heroin, do blow, have some fun. You know what I mean? What's the problem? Why are you so pissed off? And so that was part of my, being late 40s, I'm part of the grunge scene. But I was a little kid playing drums, as a young kid at 3-4 years old. So Ted Nugent, Kiss, Van Halen was definitely on my record player, So, as far as that goes, yeah. So I have 4 Dave Grohls. Beatles, Van Halen, Zeppelin, and Foo Fighters. I mean, Dave Grohl is one of the best studio drummers as far as rock and roll goes, in my opinion.
So now I'm going to ask you that DeLorean question that I told you would come up. And if I would have asked it earlier, it would have helped you with that answer, but we'll pretend I did. So you're leaving a show and there's a DeLorean sitting outside with its door open, a flux capacitor in the back seat, and you can go back in time and hang out with any band in the history of the world. Who are you going to hang out with and approximately what time period?
Look, I'm all about having fun, okay, and laughing. So I'm going to go where there's a lot of fun. And guess who I'm going to pick?
Motley Crue, probably.
Van Halen.
Van Halen? Okay.
I'm going out with Van Halen. I mean, either Dave or Sammy, I don't care. I don't do Gary Sharon. So I want to have some fun. I want to go hang out with Diamond Dave and have some, maybe go to jail that night with him. I don't know. I'm into it. I'm sold. So yeah, it definitely. I'd go back to 1984. Whatever. They weren't getting along too well. Let's say 1981, when things weren't bad, when it was a lot of fun, and they didn't want to kill each other. And then Sammy around 1988. 88 was a good year for me. I was 14, and that's when the first time I saw Kingdom Come on MTV. And they were on Metal Music half hour at 3:30 in the afternoon after school, with Guns N' Roses every day and Kiss and Mr. Big. They were all getting video play. Every time I turned on MTV, it seemed like it was every hour. Kingdom Come, their video was on every 45 minutes to an hour, and so it was one of those things, man. Wow, no joke, seeing that stuff, as a young kid, and it blew my mind, So yeah, and the flux capacitor. How many trips do I get?
Well, I mean, nobody will really know because you're going to bring it back at the same time.
I can stay there, right?
Right.
Did you ever see Hot Tub Time Machine?
No.
Go watch that, dude. It's so stupid funny. Pretty great. You'll like it because they go back to the 1980s, and it's everything that you have fun about the 80s. What you think? It's exactly what's going on in that movie. It's pretty funny,
So let's talk about. You mentioned watching Kingdom Come on MTV, and now you're a part of Kingdom Come. What's that feel like?
It's humbling, very, very, very proud of that. I've known Danny Stag since I was a kid. And he's always been like one of my biggest cheerleaders, and very thankful for that because I have the utmost respect for that man. He's a brother. He's a big brother. He's a good friend, and one of the best guitarists in the world. He really is. And it is weird. I've had the opportunity to play with like Lynch Mob. I was playing for George Lynch and Paul Gilbert, and the guys. I played for a lot of the guys from Guns N' Roses. I was their drummer and stuff, and having them on my wall as a kid. Gene Simmons produced one of the albums. My old manager is Bill Coyne, Kiss's manager. So stuff on my bedroom walls as a kid. Not but saying I had my room filled with posters from Hip Freighter and Spencer's, Gibson. I had Kingdom Come. I had Mr. Big and Dawkins and Van Halen. I get to work with all those guys. So it's really when I lived in LA, I really, it's like, wow, it's kind of surreal. I'm working with Gilby Clarke for Guns N' Roses. I'm working with Buck Cherry. I'm working with Dizzy Reed from Guns N' Roses and DJ Ashba. So
let me ask before you go on. So Buck Cherry, Keith Nelson was from Pittsburgh. Did you know him here or did you meet him in LA?
I met him in LA. I don't know how old Keith is, but he's older than me. I know for sure. But I was signed to Atlantic Records. My second record deal with Atlantic was a band called Cinematic, and we were based out of Youngstown, Ohio, and in Cleveland. And we had this pretty big deal. And we were signed with Atlantic and CAA, and so we had the same booking agent as Buck Cherry. And then we were on tour with them for almost a year straight. And then whether it was out with Buck Cherry, then Kid Rock, or Buck Cherry and AC/DC, or whatever, we seem to be working together quite a bit. So yeah, and Keith, he called me one day, and we were out on tour together, and my band was starting to fizzle. I knew we were getting dropped because the album didn't sell well, And Keith called me on the phone and said, hey man, stop being a pussy and join the band. Sorry, is that a bad word?
That's the second show in a row that it's been used.
Sissy. Okay, don't be such a sissy. And so I was like, yeah, man, let's go. So they flew me out and I started doing studio tracks for them for the third album, and the band kind of defunct that night. Was playing with DJ Ashba, and Keith has been another big cheerleader, man, for me. He's really helped me out quite a bit. I'm very blessed to have people that are heavyweights in the business and referred me, and trusted in me. So yeah, I met Buck Cherry on the road opening up for them. And then that's when I started cutting some drum tracks in the studio and was hoping to do some touring, but the band broke up and I had to move on and, start playing with DJ Ashba at the time. So, gonna make a living.
All right. So I'm looking through my archives. I have 3 Super Monkey songs. I think you probably played on all 3 of them, but I want to make sure before I pick one. I have Elsa Bonita.
I did play that one. Yeah.
And then I have You Can't Lie to God. Oh. Yeah, what happened there? Your mic, you lost your mic somehow. It says it's not connected. Maybe leave and click the link and come back. You can't hear me. Hold that thought. So hopefully Matt sees my message that says to disconnect and come back on. I'm going to play my other video.
Wait
a minute. There he is.
There we are.
Not going to play the video.
I thought I had an airplane mode, but I don't. And someone was calling in. I just.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. So, You Can't Lie to God, which is a fairly new one.
Probably did.
And then where's the other one I have?
Man, there's times I'm driving down the road. I swear this happened to me, not just once or twice. And a few times I'm driving and it was like, whether I'm in some other state or something, and like, I think I play drums on that track. Like I can't sometimes, because that's what I do for a living. I'm in the studio equipment, I'll cut tracks and I don't even hear the vocals sometimes. And I want this played, so I can't, but that does sound familiar, that song.
And then the other one I have is Forgive Me When I'm Gone. I believe it's written about Kurt Cobain, if that helps.
Yeah. I may have. Yeah. I have worked with Chris quite a bit,
All right, so Elisa Benita, you definitely played on though, right?
Yeah, that's like I did.
So I'm gonna cut a band at the end of the show, and I'm not gonna say who because that would not be cool. And we're gonna play that Super Monkey track, Elisa Benita, at the end. But what we're gonna play now, what we're gonna play now is the Borstal Boys Rock and Roll Freeway, which features Matt Franny, who also plays in Super Monkey. So 2 Matts, 1 band. I don't know.
Matt, he's a great player. He sounds great on the stuff.
So, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? It is Bill from Music from the 412 with our concert ticket giveaway updates for week 8 of 2024, courtesy of Dressy Entertainment and Music from the 412. We are giving away tickets on February 27th to Amy Mann at Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall, Punchline and Have Mercy at Preserving on March 9th. March 11th, My Son the Hurricane at Craft House Stage and Grill. March 23rd, The Clarks at the Craft House Stage and Grill. March 28th, Lil Xan, Lexa Terrestrial, and Slimmy at Enclave. Now on to our new additions. We have Luca X Resistor with Design the Curse at the Smiling Moose on April 6th. April 26th, we have Justin Fabus with the Borstal Boys and Mary Hours at the Craft House on the 26th. May 1st, Noble Hops with Half Will with special guests One Eye Daddies at Jurgles. May the 9th, Little Miss Nasty Weapon of Choice Tour with Whitney Payton at the Craft House. May 14th, at the Carnegie Homestead Music Hall, Amy Grant. May 22nd, we have Orgy and Cold at Jurgles. And on May 28th, at the Palace Theater, we have Mr. Joe Jackson Solo and the music of Max Champion. If you would like to try and win some of these tickets, simply go to musicfromthe412.com/contests. Click on the show that you would like to go to. Click the Facebook share. Tag Dressy Entertainment and Music from the 412. Fill out the form that asks for your name and your email address. That email address will only be used to send you tickets, should you win. We delete the lists and use that email for nothing else. With that said, I'm going to return you to your regularly scheduled show. So I returned you back to me.
Hi.
Is that hello me? It's me again.
Hello me. Yeah.
All right, so
I love that album, by the way.
What am I supposed to? I'm supposed to put you on the spot and tell you that we need tickets to give away to the Lamp Theater show.
You're not in that spot. We're gonna hook you up.
Cool. So we have about 5 minutes if we're gonna hit my time mark, and what I really want to know is being someone who has been on tour and has worked with some major players in the industry. Tell me about an embarrassing moment that happened on tour.
Oh man, hold on. There's a ton of those. Embarrassing. Okay. It has to do with drinking. And I'm not going to swear. I promise you. Okay. So we're outside of our bus. It's 4th of July. I was drinking all night. And Fort Lauderdale, we had the night off, and it's just going on a night off, and you're at the beach. It was 4th of July. It's crazy. And I'm kind of the clown that likes to with my severe ADHD. After being in the bus for 4 hours going crazy, I got to go in. And I get lost in stores, this, that, the other. They can't find me. So I'm down the road buying illegal fireworks and a tent. I go, where's the good stuff, dude? Come on, give me the illegal stuff. He goes, back here. So, I come out, man, like I'm like the white trash dad from Pittsburgh. Like, I don't have any money, but I got natural light, cigarettes, and fireworks. you know. And so anyway, we're there. So I get ready. I play a show. We're down. I think we're playing the House of Blues down there. I think it's Red. And I was out with Buck Cherry. And I'm out. Like we're on tour together. So I think I have a picture. I'll have to send it to you guys. I stick one of these bottle rockets bottle rockets into the ground, kind of thinking it wasn't pushed in all the way through it, but going onto a hedge. So when you're in parking lots, you have little islands, and you're
right.
So I like this thing. I like two of them together, like an idiot. Let's just do it right, So light up, and all these girls are around, everyone's around, and I'm like, woo, like an idiot. I like this thing, dude, and I'm backing up, and I don't see. There's another island behind me as I'm backing up. Okay, all backwards into hedges. This bottle rock comes out, shoots out the side, rips through my shirt, cuts my face.
Oh.
I mean, it was a big red and blue mark, like the flame or the sparks are coming out, whatever the colors of it hit my face with red and blue coming across. I was like, I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna just keep it. It looks like makeup. We're gonna go with it. Dude, yeah. So there was about 100 people that saw that happen. I was like, I'm fine. I'm on fire and shit. And stuff like. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. So.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
So I call this the Diesel Beast question. They're a band out of Denton, Texas. They play classic metal. And I asked them if they could play with any band anywhere in the world. And it doesn't have to be a normal venue. Where would they play? And their answer was they wanted to play at Stonehenge with Dio, which means he would have to be revived.
Yeah.
So Stonehenge seems maybe that's why it's there to bring Dio back. We just have to figure out what order to press them.
He is just freaking amazing. Yeah.
So same question to you: if you could play with anybody in the world at any venue, where and who?
Wembley Stadium, Beatles.
That sounds like
easy,
a good call.
Why not? This would be the best rock band in the world. You know what I mean?
Hey, so last thing I need from you is give me the rundown on the show at the Lamp Theater again, please.
Okay, so it's Friday, March 15th at the Lamp Theater in Irwin, Pennsylvania, right on Main Street. It's an awesome venue. I played there a bunch of times. And then 16th of March, the night after, is going to be in Cleveland. Actually, close to where I think it's Beechwood, I think. It's still Cleveland, Ohio. It's a Mercury Music Lounge. And both, I think shows start at 7 o'clock, I think, around there, so each one. I'm not exactly sure about the tickets, the price of tickets, but I'll be throwing you some free tickets for the show.
Awesome. Thank you. And then we can give them away, or Rocky and I might show up. We'll see what happens.
Hey, I would love to see you guys there. I mean, Mark Madden shows up. We'll be on his show as well. So,
then it's a good thing I didn't ask you the question I stole from him.
Oh, what's that?
If you could sit down and eat dinner with any 4 people in the history of the world, who would they be?
Okay, it'd have to be a wrestler, right? One wrestler. I don't know who that'd be. Would it be Ric Flair?
So probably for him.
Oh,
but
okay.
I heard him ask it.
Yeah. Well,
I heard him ask it, and I stole it.
I bet you. Well, if I would sit down and have dinner with anyone, I don't know. I don't know who's the biggest rock star. Probably Jesus, man. Right? Jesus.
He comes up a lot. Yes.
He's no joke. He's the real deal, man. So I'm gonna stick with God and His Son. That's where I'm at.
Cool. Hey, Matt, I want to thank you for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me. And dude, I can't wait to see everyone. Thank you for your time. Rocky, thank you so much.
Make sure that you guys head out to that show on Friday, March 15th at the Lamp Theater in Irwin. And if you're in the Cleveland area, you're going to want to head out the next day to that one. With that said, this has been episode number 710 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show.
710.
And I have 4 more tracks for you. We're going to play a new one for the show. It's called Leather and Lace by the band Red Up Rhonda. We're going to play the Low Life Drifters. We're going to get a little rockabilly on you with that one. That's called It's Gonna Be Me. See if you can figure out what that one's about. I'm gonna tell Matt when we're off the air. We're gonna listen to Super Monkeys, Elisa Bonita, and then we're gonna end things with a little blues rock.
I have a question. He shot a video for that, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm not in the video. I'm just on the track.
Yeah.
The
video is skull painting.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's definitely not me.
in the video.
In the video.
Playing...
I'm on the track playing drums. Yeah.
Okay. I think it must have been. I bet it was Matt Franny. I'd have to go back and look.
I'd have to go look and see. Yeah.
But and then the last track, a little blues rock. The track is called "The River," and the band is Lone Crow Rebellion. And thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week on Monday. It's not normally Wednesday. This is a special thing. And once again, go to music from the 412.com and check out the radio and the TV and all the stuff we have going on there. Check out my website, buildascene.com, where 3 Questions and a Song, Friendly Fire, and the Pennsylvania Rock Show live.
Yeah, no, we have KingdomComeBand.com as well. That's our website. So
I was trying to find it and I couldn't. That's why I didn't bring it up. I found Lenny's website with a history on it, but
yeah, there's it's a new one. So we just, since there was we parted ways with Keith. He had a girl running it, so we have our managers taking care of it now. So yeah, he's good.
So it was KingdomComeBand.com?
I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. See if I swear it's right.
I hope so, because I just put it up on the screen.
It's new, so
here, let's double check it. KingdomComeBand.com. That's not it. It says this is parked free.
It's parked free.
Or maybe it is it, and it's just not completed yet.
Now you see. I'll tell you now. Yeah, Kingdom Come Rock. Oh, I'm sorry, KingdomComeRockBand.com. Forgive me.
All right, so we're just gonna put that up on the screen, like so. There we go. KingdomComeRockBand.com.
Okay, yeah.
And we're gonna give it the test too. There it is.
Woo! I know I get it right the second time.
But hey, so once again, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Matt. Hang out for a moment. Those of you that are new to the show, even though it's not Monday, I'm still going to broadcast this at about 18 minutes, as long as everything works, on musicfromthe412.com/radio. And it'll be all over the world after that. My name is Bill. This has been episode 710.
Thank you, Bill.